Hey guys, and it's been a while since I last really done anything on this channel that was at least me talking into my screen. So I thought I might do something like that considering I just had something to talk about. Not very interesting, but this was going to be a really long one. I mean, if it's like super long and like uncontrollably long, it will be possibly cut into 2 parts, and I really don't know what I'm going to talk about. Okay, but I, with my life been going on, I've just been chilling out. It's really haven't been anything really correct as far as what I should be doing. But Christmas break was a blast for me. Happy New Year's, guys. The New Year's was a pretty big blast for me. And a blast for me is sitting down in front of my TV and beating some noobs' asses with my freaking PDW. That's just what I do every day. It's my job. I need to get paid for that. Like, someone needs to come into my house, like a hooker or something, be like, hey, if you play Call of Duty for me, I will like freaking give you $1,000. That should be a thing, I swear. But considering I don't really have a credit card or a bank account, so I can't really monetize videos for YouTube, even though I really don't think I'm going to be getting, even with my ratings, I really don't think I'm going to be getting that much income. But this is my 199th video, so I'm pretty psyched about that. 200th video is coming up soon. And I am happy as shit. Let's just say that right now. I am happy as fucking shit. Yeah. Anyway, it's freaking 9 o'clock right now, which is fucking bullshit because I have to go to bed in like freaking an hour. So that's kind of shitty. But it's supposed to be below 10, okay? So, I'm probably not going to school tomorrow. Yes. Like, no, below 1. Like 10 degrees. Below 0. So, yeah, I'm pretty psyched about that. It's pretty cool. But again, I really don't have anything going on. I got Assassin's Creed 3 for 3. 3's old news. But I did get AC4. I'm having some fun with it. I'm mostly enjoying the multiplayer, but I am also pretty good at the single player. So right now you're probably going to be seeing some Call of Duty Ghost gameplay that's in Spanish. I'm not going to be talking about that right now because I'm just using my voice recorder and I'm not really looking at it. So that's probably not going to affect anything, because right now I'm just watching it download the video. So I've really been not getting very much, I guess you could say I'm not getting a lot of, huge ratings or anything, obviously. And I do have some pretty big news that I'm going to say in my 200th video, that it's going to be hard for me. But I think the transaction of it's going to work out really good. So, I think it'll be good. It'll be a little bit tragic for most people on my channel, but it'll work out. There's really been no problems in school other than crappy teachers. 5th grade's kind of a pain in the ass, but I guess all school's a little bit of a pain in the ass, so I kind of have to deal with it. There's no way to freaking avoid school. You have to go to it, you have to do crap and stuff, but yeah, it is Thursday, so I'm probably going to be watching the new Big Bang soon, so yeah. Pretty cool. I really don't know. Everyone really in my grade watches my channel. At least everyone who's like on YouTube and watches YouTube pretty good frequently. So I can't really talk shit about them. You know what, frick it. There's this person named Michael. Michael is a dick. So yeah. That's really all I can say. I don't even know. I guess I could tell you guys, I freaking, so me and my friends made up this new game. It's called Hunger Games, and we have these yellow foam balls. I think they say, like, gopher on them, but I'm not really sure. Anyway, it's pretty cool. I freaking, like, I don't know if I already said this, but it's called Hunger Games, and we get these foam balls, and if you get hit with them, you're dead. So it's kind of like a, you know, you're basically gonna get sniped, but, basically, one time, I was, like, just randomly, and I just smashed a ball, and it flew, like, almost the whole way across the whole entire playground. I mean, our whole entire playground's like 100 feet. It didn't actually fly the whole, but it flew from like at like the 25-yard mark until the left side of the playground. It flew like like 25 yards, and it just smacked one of my friends right in the face. It wasn't Adam or Kevin or anything, but it was just one of my other friends, and it was kind of funny, being completely honest with you. And right now I'm just playing with a freaking remote. So yeah, I'm sorry about any background. Ow, fuck. I'm sorry about any background noise that's going on. Not my fault. I kind of live in a house, and houses make noise, and I kind of live with 2 girls, and we all know that girls make too much noise. It's like, you know. Anyway, life's been kind of good. I haven't been super busy. I've been a little bit overwhelmed by Thursday. Like, oh shit, one day at school. It's fucking overwhelming. Which makes me think even more, oh, I cannot wait to get into fucking middle school. I don't know. Actually, there has been something going on that I can talk about. So, my grandma has been, like, fucking sick. Oh, yeah, I can just tell you a little bit of a backstory on this. Like, 15 years ago, I wouldn't know where that... Okay, that would be in about... It would be in 1999, I would guess.
Oh, you're on this server too?
1998, 1999, somewhere around there, before I was, born. My grandma, like, fell off, like, a dirt bike or something. I'm not sure about the whole story. But anyway, her knee got, like, decapitated or something. And 15 years later, they're finally doing something about it, and she gets an amputation on her leg. So her leg's cut off, and she's saying that she's having phantom pains and shit. But this is a while back, so it's not really super recent. But yeah, it happened pretty close to, you know, recent. But anyway, she was saying that she was getting these phantom pains and shit. And I researched a bit, and they were real. It wasn't just happening to her. It was a thing. And it was kind of interesting. Like, her leg's cut off, but she cannot wiggle her toes, and she can still feel her leg. So it's kind of creepy. And they actually call them phantom pains. Or it's like something with like a phantom thing. It's basically when you get your leg cut off, or, you know, any other body part amputated, and it feels like it's still there, but you cannot move. Like, I'm guessing, I don't know for sure, But if you got like an arm amputated, you wouldn't be able to move your fingers. I'm not sure about that, but that's what I would think. But anyway, it kind of hurts, and from what I heard, it's like inside of, like, it's on your bone. But I'm not completely sure. I haven't experienced it. I've never had any of my limbs cut off, so okay, yeah, there's a little bit longer. Wait, let me see. Yeah, it's a little bit longer on the COD Ghost gameplay. Anyway, I was just, I really don't know. You know, there's kind of been stuff going on, but what was I going to say? Oh, yeah. Okay, so my grandma's been sick, and I don't know how this is going to tie into what I'm doing. But anyway, my grandma was sick, so she didn't go out to buy presents. Now, on Christmas Eve, we go out to, we go out and do stuff. You know, I'm really bad at saying stuff. I'm just going to put that out. We go to my grandma's house, and we open presents that she got us. And supposedly, you know, she got us the presents. She didn't get us any presents. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. She didn't get us any presents because she was kind of, you know, sick. And she hasn't been doing that lately because obviously the amputation, she already got like a mechanical leg, whatever the fuck they're called. She got a robot leg, okay? So yeah. So that's one thing. Anyway, we are now hitting the 12-minute mark. So, yeah, she gets her leg amputated, so she couldn't, thing. So we went over oh yeah, okay, now I know what I was saying. So we went over there to help her. She threw up all over her bed. She, like, absolutely what was I gonna say? Her guts. She puked out her guts, basically, all over her bed. I mean, not literally, but she did. And she threw up all over her bed. And my, grandpa was trying to clean it up, and he called us, or I don't know if she called us or he called us. Anyway, one of them called us and told us to get our asses over there. So we did. I go out in the living room to see if there were any unwrapped presents, and I saw 6 conveniently lined up fish tanks. So I walk over to my aunt, because my aunt was the one who was trying to hide what they were getting us. I walked up to her. Oh yeah, and I was doing some detective work right here. There was some beta fish bits. So Siamese fighting fish, like pellets. 1 for each tank. So I walk up to her, and I say, "Are you getting us beta fish for Christmas?" She says yes. I mean, she doesn't say yes, she denied it, but then I finally got the truth out of her, and she was. So you don't know how much I tried to research, and I researched, and I did good. I learned that they were tropical fish, that they needed a tank heater, which I don't have because my fish is surviving pretty good. Anyway, that they eat earthworms, they're carnivores. You obviously cannot put them in another tank. I mean, I knew that before I researched, but anyway, you cannot put them in, with another fish. Other things like that. It's pretty, okay, yeah, now we're on to the Battlefield gameplay. Battlefield 4. Not floor, actually. Okay, so, I think altogether this is going to come together like 30 minutes. So, I researched the little hell out of that little subject, and I learned everything about beta fish that you can learn. And I got my beta fish. It had a little bit of fins that were broken off, so I might need to buy some medication for it. And I'm kind of sad about my sister's fish state, but this is kind of getting off subject, but I just want to say this. There's like cobwebs in her tank that's coming off of her plastic plant. And I'm very sad about that because, they kind of get abused inside their, little containers at PetSmart or Petco or wherever you buy your betta fish anyway. So, I don't know why she's not cleaning her tank, and it's kind of upsetting me a bit. I'm kind of pushing through it though, but it's really kind of upsetting me. So, I'm kind of sad about that. But anyway, let's go back on subject. Christmas Eve comes, and I look over at the Christmas tree, and there's nothing. There's a bunch of presents for Autumn. My cousin, whose name is Autumn. But there's nothing for us. Me and my cousin, nothing for us. So, I'm kind of pissed. Obviously. And so after that, I'm done. So we pull down our stockings and we pull out this one thing. And, it's the only thing that's wrapped in the thing. We rip it open, and there's both underwear. Me and my cousin both got underwear. We look over at my aunt and my grandma. I was like, is this a gag gift? Like, can we get the real presents, please? And they're like, no, it's not a gag gift. And I'm like, well, where's our presents? Then my grandma hands me a card. I open it up, and there's $70 in it, and the cheap line that they put in there. So I was anticipating Christmas Eve for almost ever. I mean, you know what I'm saying. But I've been anticipating it. I finally get there, and I get $70. Nothing to open except for underwear. Which one know what I did when I got home? I freaking opened them up and threw them in the fireplace. Because for one thing, they didn't fit me, and for the other thing, they were fucking Spider-Man. Anyway, the fucking Christmas Eve sucked, but Christmas was pretty good. I got some Reeboks, which were like the only really expensive shoes that I ever had. All the rest of the shoes that I've ever had were like cheap Skechers and starters, which everyone knows are cheap. But now I have a good pair of Reeboks, and I'm fine with it. And now I also have one of those Crayola airbrush things, which I did ask for, and it's pretty funny. I keep, making my dog a skunk and putting black all over him with it. And I also got a basketball arcade thing. Like, those things where it has two hoops. When you throw it in, it goes beep, and then, it gives you a point. And then it rolls back down to you. I got one of those for $150. Kind of snag. I got Assassin's Creed 4, which I already said. I got my betta fish. I did get my betta fish in the pellets and shit. So I set up my tank, and he's fine. He's doing good. He's kind of recovered from that fin loss. He's really, swimming around now. He's awesome. His name's Crimson. I was kind of thinking of Terraria biomes when I thought of it. And then he was red, so I was like, yeah, it's Crimson! Oh god, I have another story, and this is probably going to be the last story. So you know Autumn that I was talking about. So her mom was pulling down the tank. And my sister's tank was right along her tank. So she pulls it and the wire was over it. And my uncle is yelling, "Stop, stop, stop, please, no." And then my sister's tank falls to the floor, breaks, and crashes. So she grabs the fish. So everyone's saying, "Grab the fish, grab the fish." My mom's yelling, "Get it in the tank, get it in the tank, get it in put it in JT's tank." And I'm like, "Mom, they're beta fish." Because they can't be in the same tank or else they're gonna kill each other. Holy crap. So everyone's like in a freaking clusterfuck. And finally, my sister picks up the fish and says in this drunk little voice, "It's already dead." My mom yells, "Are you sure?" I run over there. She says yes. And before I could get a glimpse of it, she says, "It doesn't have a head." I was amazed. My aunt is a fish killer. The top of the tank fell down and smashed the living frick out of that fish's head. Do you want to add to this commentary, Nay? This is my sister, the victim of the fish death. Would you like to add anything? Maybe like a rip Bubbles or something?
Rest in peace, Bubbles. It was a short-lived life, but we all loved you. Grab the fish! Grab the fish!
I just told them the story.
It's already dead.
So
How
then,
do you know? It doesn't have a head.
So then I run over there and I see that it doesn't have a head and there's guts like connected to the head, but it's not fully. So it's not fully disconnected, but it's half disconnected. So my sister and me go back to the bathroom, and we just put him in the toilet. She washes off her hands as I say, "Goodbye, Bubbles, rip," and I flush the toilet. You flushed it? Yeah. Oh, I was right there. Anyway, you know how I said I was going to show you, I mean, I didn't say, but I'm going to show you a game of that basketball thing that I said I got, and I'm going to show you a game, my beta fish. So, now you're going to basically just see a video, and yeah. Hey guys, and this is going to be that basketball thing that I said. Play. Oh. Frick you! Frick you! Anyway, I lost. And there's my sister Zuka. Anyway, here's my fish. Oh, good. Here, wanna watch him snap? I mean, I could make him flare up, but I feel like that's a bit mean. Anyway, he's gonna go up there, eat the food. He can't find it. He's a really pretty fish. He's not a pretty fish. He's a really pretty fish. He always looks a little bit grumpy though. Yeah. Anyway, he snapped there. So yeah, no, he's not very energetic. So that is my beta fish and that dumbass basketball thing. So have a nice day with this 30-minute video, and I hope you liked it.